Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to my videos. This video about uh, talking about linguistics. Now, in the previous studies, I have tell and explain about linguistic in general, part of linguistics such as phonology, morphology, syntax, pragmatics, discourse, and others. So in this video, I would like to explain about applied linguistics. And for your information, my name is Miftah Rahmi. I'm from IGL class with Pak Hanafi and Bu Ayumi. So, talking about applied linguistics, before we know about applied linguistics, we should we have I think you have several question about linguistics. So first is what is linguistics, second is what is the relation between linguistics and applied linguistics, how do they difference, and what is applied linguistics, when did applied linguistics develop as an independent art of study, and what are the main areas of concern of applied linguistics, and what will this course focus on, how this is how is this course organized. So in the previous video I have explained about linguistics. So in this video I just to mention linguistics in general, because I have made my note. So I read my note first. After that, I explain my sentence to the audience. So linguistics is the scientific study of language. We know that, and linguistics do work on specific language, but their primary goals is to understand the nature of language in general. So the specific language that in linguistics is how to understand the nature of language, like our first language, our second language acquisition, or our foreign language in general. And also linguistics primarily concerned with the nature of language and communication. There are broadly three aspects to the study, including language form, language meaning, and language use in this discursive and communicative context. And the last, linguistics deals with the study of particular language and the search of general properties common to all language or large group of language. So the meaning of that sentence is linguistic not also study about language. Linguistic also analyze about the form of language, the meaning, and the context of language itself. The way people have communication, or have communication and have language to speak with the other. So linguistics have a rule to to how to say to to know about the language. And then the next part is we know that linguistics consists of phonology, phonetics, morphology, syntax, semantic, and pragmatic. So in applied linguistics, that major is not going we talk, but it's not just it is just of of the definition of linguistics in general. So we jump to apply linguistics because linguistics in general is enough, because this video is talking about applied linguistics. So applied linguistics is the term applied linguistics was from Anglo-American Connect. It was founded first at the University of Edinburgh School of Applied Linguistics in 1956. Then, applied linguistics was in the Center of Applied Linguistics in Washington, D.C. in 1977. Talking about applied linguistics was reversed to a broad range of activity which involve solving some language related problem or addressing some language or related concern. It appears as to applied linguistics, at least in North America. And then in the early the term means is applied linguistics was used both in the United States and the Great Britain to refer to applying a so-called scientific approach to teaching foreign language, including English for non-active speakers. So, applied linguistics have been using in America and Britain. So jump year to year, linguistics grow up to other sides of the world, to make people know about the history of applied linguistics itself. Next is applied linguistics use language-related research in a wide variety of fields. For example, language acquisition, language teaching, literacy, gender studies, language policy, speech therapy, discourse analysis, censorship, workplace communication, media studies, translation, lexicography, forensic linguistics. And the focus of applied linguistics is on trying to resolve language-based problems that people encounter in the real world, whether they be learners, speakers, supervisors, academics, lawyers, service providers, those who need social service, test takers, policy developers, dictionary makers, translation, or whole range of business silence. So many focus that from applied linguistics can be in the several job in the world. This statement I get from Grape in 2002 in the page 9. So guys, after read from several references about applied linguistics, I found that there are some problems that related to language, like language learning, language teaching, literacy, language context or language and culture, language policy and planning, language assessment, language use, language technology, translation and interpretation, and language pathology. So in the first problem that I want to discuss is about language learning. For the language learning, I found that in language learning we discuss about in the first learning that the problems, because people have a problem with their first language education, second language education, foreign language education, and clinical linguistics, and that language testing. So in the language learning, the point that people the people's how to say that the people like the problem that people found, I guess. So because I'm not really understand about this topic. I'm sorry guys, because and then the second is language teaching. Language teaching is for example of language teaching is like a TESOL, or TESOL, and IATEFL and AAAL. TESOL is a teaching English to speakers of other languages, and IATEFL is International Association of Teacher Teachers of English as a Foreign Language, and AAAL is American Association of Applied Linguistics. And the last is language testing. Language testing is, for example, like TOEFL, TOEIC, and IELTS. IELTS. And applied linguistic to foreign language teaching and learning, like material development and evaluation, uh, language teacher training and education, research into second and foreign language learning, language education policies and language planning, educational technology and language learning, immersion education and language education in multilingual settings. So I only discussed about three problems that related to applied linguistics. So thank you guys for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this video to make to as my score in this subject. So thank you for watching and see you.